Welcome back to Studio 39, aka the Bear Cave. I'm Rob Odie. This is Spotlight 39. Just like we do every time, I got another young man with another story to share. But before we get into that, please hit that subscribe button. Please continue to turn on your notifications, share on all your social media. Let's blow this thing up, all right? Comment down below. Tell us who you want on the show. Tell us what you want us to do differently. I'm all about making new content. Anything that's going to get exposure and more looks for these student athletes is, the goal. So let's blow it up, all right? With that being said, let's get into it. Tell us who you are, where you're from, what you do. And let's have some good conversation, all right?
Yes, sir. I'm Elijah Hoskin from Culpeper, Virginia, currently playing at Eastern View High School for my last season.
Okay.
Currently committed to ODU as a preferred walk-on, and right now I'm 6'3", weighing in around 290.
Around 290, my man. So Culpeper, Virginia. So let's see. You were a freshman, I believe, when Darius was playing at Orange. How often do you guys play Orange County?
We usually play them about once a year. I think it's going to be a bit different this year, with us only playing district games, and
Yeah,
I'm not
sure. I mean, this
quite
the
there.
spring season is gonna be a little bit different, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
we only have 6 games, so.
Hey, look, six is better than none. The fact that you get to suit up and play some ball, man, that's still better than some areas, unfortunately. Thankfully the
Yes,
Illinois
sir.
area, they campaigned hard enough so that they could play, and then you know, California, hopefully they're going to get to do the same, and then obviously now Virginia, Maryland. I think both states are setting to suit up in March or late February, technically. So super exciting, man. But nonetheless, I appreciate you jumping on the show. Obviously, you could be playing in the snow, doing any other activities on this fun Sunday fun day. But nonetheless, you're here with me, so let's talk some ball, right? So let's kind of
Yes,
go
sir.
down memory lane, right? So walk me through your high school career. Have you played football all 4 years? Were you on varsity? Did you start right from the jump? What does your story look like? Walk me through your high school career, my man.
So story comes out, came in my freshman year, on the smaller side. I was just a little chubby tall kid, coming in to play football. I'd played football my whole life. Um, definitely, definitely was a new experience to me.
Okay.
It was a big adjustment from middle school going to high school. Had a lot of friends on the team. Um, but my goal was, to show out. All right, so I came out that season, ready to give it my all, and I ended up making the varsity team. I started on JV my freshman year, and then just got some scrap minutes at the end of my freshman year. At the end of the season, end of the games. But really, when things started to pick up was my sophomore year. We had a lineman by the name of Jeff Stallings. He transferred out. So that really opened up the spot. I mean, I had been competing for a starting spot in varsity, but that's really what opened up a spot for me to be able to come in and actually show what I'm able to do.
Okay.
So I was able to come in sophomore year, played, and we had a great starting line, great guys, and I missed them to death. All of them sadly have graduated now, so but yeah, I miss all of them guys to death. We made a very big push, and this is kind of where my downfall. This is kind of where I really hit a stopping point that year, and I believe the semifinals, the
Okay.
playoff against Dinwiddie, broke my ankle near the end of the game. So we had to go into the next game right before the state championship against Lake Taylor. Wasn't able to go, wasn't able to play. Broke my ankle in 3 different spots. Have, I believe, 10 screws, a metal plate, and a pin going through my ankle now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that was a very dark time for me, where I had to come back, and it was hard sitting at home watching the live stream of the game. It
Yeah.
was definitely a hard loss that I had to take in, and my team had to take in. We were so close. It was,
Yes.
and I give it to the people who filled in for my spot, because two people that filled in my spot never played offensive line snaps, and they
Okay.
were able to in that week learn plays, and they played hard. You know, I can't I can't say that there was any other option like better options than them. So yeah, um, after that came back next season, a lot of rehab over the summer. With that, I lost a lot of weight because I was been working out 3 times a day,
Sure.
cut down all the way down. I played last season. I played my junior season at 220. And that's something, I mean, I look small, but that's a lot of like big thing. I went from being I believe 285 my sophomore season, cut down all the way to 220.
Oh wow. So what did you do during that time frame? Were you just hitting the gym, doing a lot of cardio, watching the diet? Did you have a trainer with you? What did that look like for you?
Um, so basically, the way I was able to lose weight is I'd gain I'd gain some weight, because my ankle being propped up and, sitting on the couch, letting that heal. But when it was time to recover, I wanted to go full speed and get back as fast as I can.
No, most
Uh,
definitely.
yeah, so I definitely this is what my workout day. I would come in early for morning workouts, um, and do rehab. Uh, then I would have my normal lift, and when I was able to, strong enough, being able to do football work, um, I was able to work out with a buddy of mine. His brother played on my team. He also played at EV. His name's Brett Leak.
Okay.
Brother to Blake Leak, who just graduated last year, is playing at Bucknell right now. But yeah, he played at Navy. So he was a big part of my development going into my junior season. I was able to, one, work on my ankle, learn new technique, and that was I definitely believe in, even though I weighed 220 my junior season to this date, I'm expecting and grinding to have a better senior season, but to this date, my junior season definitely my best season.
Okay. So junior season is was that the point when your recruiting process started to rev up a little bit?
Revved up, but really my recruiting process kind of started late.
Okay. So
Um,
at what point did your first program hit you up? And who was the first program?
it was actually this past summer. It was NAIA school
Okay.
named Over Stockton. Um, Basically, I just got done working landscaping, and I posted a tweet on my thing talking about how I didn't have offers, and I'm not giving up yet.
Right.
Um, and they hit me in the DMs and said you had 0 offers, and then they obviously gave me one right there. So that was a definitely big motivation boost for me right there.
Ah, that's nice.
Um, so and then things just kind of piled up from there.
So at
So
what point did ODU come knocking, and ultimately what led you to choose ODU over other opportunities?
um, ODU really. So I had a couple contacts within like or who had like my head coach, Coach Hatfield, my running back coach, and a guy by the name Coach Peterson. All
Okay.
three combined got my name into the ODU, you know, uh, coaching staff. Coach Remington Rebstock
Okay.
was the guy, the recruiting coordinator for Virginia, defense backs coach. He's really the guy that I think he saw my film from Coach Hat and he believed in it. You know, I really wasn't recruited hard by ODU. I had to get my name in there.
Sure.
Um, I'm not 100% sure. I definitely don't think ODU knew who I was before that, but Coach Remington definitely gave me that opportunity to be able to be seen by the rest of the coaching staff.
Okay. So you had so your coaches were kind of your biggest supporters from the sounds of it, and they kind of got you in the door, right? And then obviously, between your conversations and then your work ethic and film, kind of excelled the process with ODU, right?
Yes, sir. They definitely saw. I definitely believe there's two options you could have did during this whole COVID outbreak. You could have sat back, did nothing, and got lazy, or you could have became creative. Especially like when the gyms were closed. Um, I created. Me and my grandfather made a homemade squat rack and bench rack out
Okay.
of wood and two cement cans. So, and I was able to get some bar and some weight from my high school from my coach. So definitely became creative. With not being able to go to the gym. Um, but yeah, they definitely saw that, and that's one thing when they gave me my prefer walk on. They definitely said that was one of the main reasons why they wanted to give it to me, and they want to give me this opportunity is because they see my work ethic. They see that when adversity hits, I don't sit there and just take it. You
No,
know, I
no reason to give up, right? You still got dreams regardless of what's happening in the world around us, right?
yes, sir.
So
Yes,
the fact that you got creative, you went above and beyond, the norm, right? You couldn't get into the gym, so you had to make a makeshift gym. You utilized your resources with your coaching staff to get you in the door at, the program that you wanted to be at. And then, they saw what you were capable of from there. And then ultimately they decided to give you an opportunity and welcome you to the program, right?
yes, sir.
Cool, man. So ultimately, you chose Old Dominion University. I actually had a gentleman on the show a couple episodes back. He was a transfer from the University of Maryland,
Hmm.
Tyron Hunt. He's going to finish out his collegiate career back home, so he'll be a strong asset to build a relationship with. Obviously, you're going to get in there, and the brotherhood's going to be real, regardless. But just being that I talked to him, that's somebody I could throw out there that could be a good mentor because he's been in the game, right? He's done 3 or 4 years, I believe, at Maryland, and then now he's transferring back for the rest of his eligibility. So,
Yes, sir.
it's going to be a good time for you, man. I'm looking forward to watching your career unfold. So let's do this, man. Let's close it out. Let me ask you the same thing that I do every single time, man, and that's what motivates and what drives you to want to wake up tomorrow and be that much more successful than you were today.
Um, I think there's two different things. One more recently, and then so the main thing, definitely, I want to support my family. Um, I I've seen the sacrifices my whole family has went through to be able to give me this opportunity. Um, you know, my mom works extremely hard. My dad, my stepfather, my stepmom, my grandparents, everyone throughout the whole process. I'm definitely fortunate to have that opportunity because I know, a lot of athletes, a lot of people around the world don't have that support system, you know, and I'm eternally grateful and to have that. So definitely one of the thing that motivates, one of the things that motivates me. Another thing, more recently, especially with COVID, I've been struggling a little bit with anxiety, depression.
No, for sure, man. I'm sure
Sure.
it's taking a toll on you and quite a few others. Personally, I deal with it myself, and the struggle's real, man. It's definitely not easy to deal with, but at the same time, it's good to talk about it. It's good to lean on others and reach out for help. Because obviously being quiet, being silent, will never fix anything, right? So, the fact that you recognize it and, you're willing to throw it out there and be vulnerable, that's a step in the right direction. So keep your head up, man.
Sure.
Well, this whole pandemic's going to come to pass. We're going to get back to normal, whatever that normal looks like. I'm excited for it and I can't wait. I'm excited to get back out there and shake some hands, man. I'm a people person, and doing this stuff
Yes,
virtually
sir.
is a little difficult, man. You're 15 minutes down the road, and we got to have this conversation over the
Yeah.
internet, which is kind of frustrating. But nonetheless, hopefully, when your season kicks up and you get to put them pads on, all that stress and anxiety will, hopefully just kind of melt away, and you'll get out there and get to do what you enjoy and love to do, my man.
Yes, sir.
Cool, man.
That's
So look,
definitely my goal.
yeah, so I appreciate you taking the time. Go out there and have some fun in the snow. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe, stay healthy. Obviously, I'm going to keep an eye on the season, see how it goes. But until then, man, let's stay in contact. All right.
Yes, sir. Will
All right.
do.
So for the viewers out there, for the subscribers, for anybody that just wants to help out, please continue to do so. Share it on all your social media. Let's blow this thing up, man. Let's get these stories out there because everybody's got a story to share, and I think everybody's story can impact somebody in a positive way. So let's continue to share them stories. So the only way we're going to do that is by continuing to grow. Only way we're going to grow is by continuing to share. So let's blow this thing up. I appreciate it. I'm Rob Odie. This was Spotlight 39. Until next time, all right?